Hi, I'm Michelle Ray-Sobey, the creator of the coreXyoga training program. My desire is that through this program, you will refine your daily yoga practice. For those of you who are using this video for your yoga teacher training certification, you can follow along with each snippet in your manual. Now, let's get started with Vivian Perez leading this coreXyoga class.
Hi, my name is Vivian Perez and welcome to coreXyoga. Let's begin with sky earths. Roll the shoulders back. As we inhale, the arms reach up to the sky. And exhale, hinge forward. Gaze is forward. Our arms rest on our shins. Breathe in. Exhale, come all the way down. Let your head and neck hang. Doesn't matter if your toes are touching the ground. Keep your knees bent. As you inhale, roll yourself up. Head is the last thing to come up. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe in, arms come up. Exhale, hinge forward. Rest your hands on your shins. Breathe in. Exhale, come all the way down. Knees are either slightly bent or straight. Your knees are not locked though. Just hang. On your next inhale, roll yourself up. Navel to spine, protect that lower back. Head comes up last. Breathe in, raise the arms again. Exhale, hinge forward. Come to your shins, breathe in. Exhale, come all the way down. Let your neck let go. On your next inhale, navel to spine, roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last, roll the shoulders back, come into mountain as we move on to chair swims. Swimming one arm back, the other one comes forward, breathing in. And as you exhale, come to center, sit down. Your thighs are wrapped together. Your ankles are zippered up against each other. Breathe. On your next inhale, twist to the other side. Gaze forward. On your next exhale, come back to center. Remember those ankles. Maybe lift the toes and bring them back down. Come back up. Next exhale, back to center. Remember to wrap those thighs in. Navel to spine. Come back up to the other side. Come back to center. If you want a little bit of a challenge, lift the heels, maybe sink a little forward, but remember to keep the ankles together, keep them together. Come back up. One last time. Come back to center. If you didn't do the challenge before, maybe try to do so right now. Sink a little lower and fold over. Keep your knees bent and just let your head hang. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Gently roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Come back to center as we move on to tree grows. Lifting the toes on our left foot, Bring them back down. This will be our trunk to begin with. Putting our other foot against our shin. Our hands come into prayer right above the heart. And as we get our balance here, once we feel comfortable, maybe we want to move the foot up to our inner thigh, making sure not to rest on the kneecap. And once we feel comfortable here, maybe we bring the arms up, our hands touch, feel solid and secure. Maybe we open up the hands, move our branches whatever way we want to. Bring them back together. Bring the hands down. Move the foot back down to your shin and gently place it back down. Switching to the other side, lift the toes, bring them back down. That is our new trunk. Bring the foot to our shin. Begin to balance here. Activate the core, navel to spine. And once we feel comfortable here, bringing the foot up to our inner thigh. All the while we're breathing, staring straight ahead. Maybe bring the arms up, have them touch. And once we feel comfortable, open them up, sway in that natural breeze. Close them back together. Bring them back down. Bring the foot down. Finally back to the floor. And rest before moving on to warrior dance. Right foot comes forward. Left foot comes back at a 45-degree angle, coming up to warrior one. Arms come up. Your knee is over the ankle, navel to spine. The side of your back foot is grounded on the mat to activate the core and give you a nice solid foundation. Open up to warrior two. Turn the hand, reach up. Your hand will either rest on your hip, on the thigh, eventually coming down to the shin as we smile up to the sky into reverse warrior. Come up into star hinge, star pose. Turn to the back of your mat. The front foot becomes the back. Put it at a 45-degree angle. Hips are forward as we come up to warrior one. Knee is over the foot, over the ankle. Open up into warrior two. Turn the hand, reach up, either rest the hand on the hip, the thigh, eventually down to the shin. And breathe. Come back up. And get ready for our star hinge plies. Your arms come up like you're reaching up to the sky. Exhale, sink down into goddess. Place the hands on the hips. Straighten out the legs. And slowly hinge yourself forward, navel to spine. And either hands just barely graze the mat, or maybe our hands are touching the mat and we let our head hang, our neck hang, and just feel that loose sensation in your upper body. Allow the legs to be grounded into the earth. Slowly begin to roll yourself up. Head is the last thing to come up. Roll the shoulders back. Bring the feet in as we prepare for warrior flights. Come back up to the front of your mat. Right foot, toes are spread. Come down on the mat. Warrior 2. Our knee is above the ankle. Our quad is activated. Side of the foot is down on the mat. Our arms come up. Gaze is forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn the hips forward. The back foot comes to a 45-degree angle. Warrior 1. If you need to, shorten your stance. Begin to straighten the leg. As you come down, your hands are either behind your back clasped, or they begin to graze the ground. Eventually, your palms come to meet the mat and come into pyramid. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Feel the stretch in your quad. Gently begin to walk your hands up your leg as you bring yourself up. Turn the foot, face the back, come into warrior 2. Gaze is forward. Turn the foot to a 45-degree angle. Shift the hips forward. Maybe shorten the stance. Arms come up. Warrior 1. Remember that knee over the ankle. As we exhale, coming down again. Either hands are right behind our back, or maybe they're touching the mat slightly. Eventually, palms come down as we get that nice stretch in the quads on the other side. Make sure the knee isn't locked, just slightly bent. Gently bring yourself back up as we transition into float rounds. We're going to continue facing to the back. Put your legs as they would be for warrior 2. Instead, come into side angle. No weight on this arm. Our gaze is to the sky. We have that nice reach in the other hand. Knee is above the ankle. And then as we come down, painting a nice arc along our mat, our feet turn, and we come to side angle on this side. Again, no weight on this arm, but we're stretching and reaching. Paint a rainbow above you. Bring your feet in as we begin our leg launches. Beginning on either foot, doesn't matter. We're going to start with our right though. We begin to rock forward and back until finally we extend the arms into warrior three. Come back down. Shake the legs out a little bit. Switching feet now. Begin to rock back and forth. And then come right into it, making a nice T with your body. Come back down. Stretch the legs out a little bit before we move into tri-moon. Starting off, we have a shorter stance. Arms come up. And as we reach forward, our back hip is moving to the back wall.